Hello, welcome to Ferry's Kitchen. Tonight's recipe is a prawn and feta oven bake with a tomato base. So I'll just show you the ingredients and then I'll show you how to cook it. Alright, the ingredients that we need for this recipe, one large brown onion that I've sliced very finely, 4 cloves of garlic, once again that I've sliced very finely, just a can, 405 gram can of diced tomatoes, 2 large chilies, once again chopped finely. If you'd like a bit more heat, feel free to add more to it. I've got a half a cup of dry white wine, 1 tablespoon of fresh basil that I've once again chopped fine, about 100 grams of, well, this is Australian feta, but any type of feta. This is a low fat feta as well. 1 bay leaf and 15 to 20 large green prawns that we will peel and dehead and devein before we use them in the recipe. So that's it. I'll show you how to get started. Okay, we're ready to start cooking. Just in a pan of any description, just put in a glug of olive oil, and we're just going to cook down the onion and the garlic. Basically just cook them for approximately 3 to 5 minutes until the onion has sort of just gone a little bit soft, and then we're ready to move on to the next part. So I'll catch you in a couple of minutes. Okay, after a couple of minutes it's time to add the next couple of ingredients, which is your can of tomatoes and your chilli. Once again, we just let them simmer away for a couple of minutes, and then we'll just keep adding ingredients. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes again. Alright, after another couple of minutes, time to add the bay leaf, the basil, and the white wine. Now we'll probably let that simmer for 5 to 10 minutes, just so the bay leaf can fuse its flavours into the sauce, and then we're ready to move on to the next step. So just let it simmer away for another 5 to 10, and then we'll be ready to go. Alright, after about 5 minutes, just transfer the tomato sauce to a baking dish. Take out your bay leaf, because you don't need that in there, and grab your feta. And just break your feta, just roughly, you know, chuck it around the place. And I've had the oven on 180 degrees, so that's all warmed up and ready to go. Once you crumb the feta on, you just need to pop it in the oven for about 15 minutes. Alright, that's ready to go. Alright, pop it in the oven and I'll be back in about 15 minutes. Okay, after about 15 minutes it's time to add the prawns. Just randomly push them into the sauce. Alright, there we go. Pretty much it takes about 5 minutes for them to cook, but yeah, if you need a little bit more time, you do. Just check one to make sure it's cooked all the way through before you pull it out of the oven.